March 8th, March 8th, 11 a.m., 41 degrees up here at the garden. Last night had 20 to 30 mile an hour sustained winds, and maybe at least like some 40 mile an hour, maybe even 50 mile an hour gusts. And yeah, so I had been struggling with this cold house cover. All the snow's gone again. I got the cold house cover to stay on, and got some seeds planted inside this little cold house. I'm not going to open it up because it's been a pain to get it to stay shut. But we'll go in there when there's more stuff to look at. Seeds are currently germinating in there. Got some cold hardy seeds. And the garden is uncovered from the snow. Really starting to scope things out and see what's going to be planted where, when, why. So we got this real cool, the Agribon cover. It's basically taking those beds 1.5 growing zones south. So right now those seeds are actually in Connecticut or New Jersey. I was really happy with the 30 mile an hour gusts last night that the little rock technique held it down. Under here got some, I forget which variety, carrots, red Russian kale. All down the middle is evergreen bunching onions. And I got my my little paper here. Sometimes forget these things. Okay, red cord chantenay carrot, evergreen bunching onions, red Russian kale, some outrageous lettuce down at the end, and some Bloomsdale spinach. That was March 6th, 2 days ago. It was 62 degrees. Yesterday it was 51 degrees, and now today it's 41, slowly tapering off back down into the teens. Right here I've just planted some 5 different varieties of carrots in this small bed right here, all the way down. Now it is, some might think it's a little bit too early to be planting seeds knowing that it's going to dip back down into the teens. But the idea is that the seeds know when it is time to germinate. So as long as you got them in the dirt and some cover on them, they'll come up when they're ready. At least that's the idea. And I still have a whole bunch of seeds left over from last year, so there's really no losses here. I have the ability and resources to do experiments, so I should be doing experiments. This is what I'm doing. So got the 5 different varieties of carrots right here in this small bed. Right here in this small little section right here, just put some more carrots, some Sylvia purple lettuce, and around this asparagus right here, some cherry belly radishes. And then down under this other cover, I'm noticing that where there wasn't a thick cover of grass, the soil was more frozen, as opposed to over there where I planted the carrots. That it was 60 degrees that day, so the soil was nice. But after we had those winds last night, it really tightened everything back up, except for where I had the thick layers of grass, which kind of insulated the soil, and it was workable. So right here we got some dark red Detroit beets, along with some more evergreen bunching onions and some dinosaur kale. And then just put some little some more radishes and lettuce right there. It was just kind of like a bare spot of soil. What's kind of throwing me off is I have garlic 1, 2, 3, the whole rest of this row, 4, and then like right in the back, 5, 6. I have like 7 to 9 different plantings of garlic scattered throughout this garden. So I'm just a little hesitant in terms of what I'm going to plant where, because I kind of want the garlic to come up first so I can see what I'm working with. Actually, there's some coming up right here. Oh, he's the cold hardy, all right. But he, she, whatever you want to be. This is some strawberries. Pretty sure I already showed this, but it's just crazy to think that, you know, they have been out here through the -5, -10, -7, 20s, wind, snow, freeze thaw, and they just survive. It's pretty quite amazing. And what else we got going on over here? Oh yeah, so I'm not gonna open it up like I said, but in here planted some the cold hardy. We got some green wave mustard greens, purple wave mustard greens, some more outrageous lettuce, bok choy, and red cord chantenay. So basically, oh, and some Ford Hook chard. Basically almost everything that I had planted over there in that first row, just a little bit different, because this was just grass underneath. I literally put wood chips and compost, and we're gonna see. There's actually a little opening right here. I could take you in, but I gotta patch this back up somehow. Okay, so there we go. So that little right there is where I planted some seeds. Right here is where I planted some seeds. The idea is that all under those wood chips, the grass will die back and just become soil. And what I'm doing is establishing another garden bed. So when it gets warm enough, these seeds will germinate, grow up. I can keep this cover on as long as I want to. And then the idea is take the middle one and the back one, however you want to see it, in front, and then move those two right here and here. Essentially move the whole greenhouse right here, put the cover back on, can put more wood chips. Then when this is removed from here to here, now I have a whole nother garden bed attached on to this, in which I could plant whatever I choose. Keep on going down the line. I don't know how far I'll go down. If you see out there, you can literally see all the pine branches that I got blown over last night. Yeah, I don't know how many more I will establish, but it's just a kind of cool system to just boop, boop, boop. And then you got a whole bunch more growing space than you had. And you could do this with just wood chips too, but I kind of like the cold frame effect. It definitely is much warmer in there. So yeah, that's a quick March 8th update. We're taking risks out here. We're making experiments, observations, and you get to come along for the ride. Just another quick note. This time last year, this was all covered in snow. So we're already above average for this time of the year. Can only go based off of the past 2 years, but so above average based off of the past 2 years. But in the wide scheme, I'd still say it's above average, because like just growing up in New England, it was never this warm, this early, even down in Connecticut in March. So those are some observations. Things are changing, but we have the ability to adapt to this ever-changing system, just like nature does. Always adapting, evolving, co-evolving, yeah. So one love, wholeness, peace, blessings. Have a great day. Get outside. Breathe the fresh air. Have a great one. We'll talk soon.